Hi, I'm Katie Hacker here at Artbeads to tell you about Beadalon's new flat memory wire, and we're going to make a wire-wrapped flat memory wire bracelet. Flat memory wire is different than round memory wire because the surface of it is actually flat, and it has a really shiny mirror surface that you can embellish using crystals and wire and all kinds of other things. It comes in different sizes that are pre-formed, so I'm using a bracelet size here, and there are also special findings that you can use with it. So the way those work is they are a little pad, and then they have a loop on the back. So you can slide that onto your memory wire. You can also glue things onto the top of it. So if you're using Swarovski crystals, you could use a little fancy stone and glue this right in place on top of the pad. So that gives you some other options for design besides wire wrapping. So to make a bracelet like the one that I made, what you'll do is decide how many loops of the bracelet that you want your finished piece to have and cut it to that length. So you always use memory wire shears with memory wire. Because it is such a hard tempered metal, you can take a little bite out of your regular jewelry cutters. So make sure you use memory wire shears. So here are my loops, and then I'm going to use my round nose pliers to turn a loop. And the easiest way to do that is to grasp the wire in the end of your pliers and then roll it away from the natural curve of the wire. So really bend it back. And there you have a finished loop, and you can also turn it a little closer, use your chain nose pliers to even make that tighter. Now what you'll do is cut about 1 yard, and I'm going to cut a shorter piece just to show you how to get started. This is 24 gauge wire, and you can choose any color that goes with your design. You'll just want to hold the tail and coil the wire around the base of the loop where you started your bracelet. So make a couple of turns so that you can make sure your wire is fastened on to the bracelet. Then you're going to use any type of crystals that you choose. So if you have designer blends like these, you can use those, pour them out onto your mat. These are 6mm beads. And you'll place your bead onto the surface, hold it against the base of the wire, and then just coil your wrapping wire around to anchor it in place. So this is how you get started. And to make the bracelet like I did with the pink beads, I started out with the largest beads in the design and placed them across the surface of the bracelet, spacing them out a little bit. You can see there's a little bit of space here. So it's 2 or 3 wraps in between each bead. And I went around the whole bracelet doing the largest beads first, and then I went back over it with another piece of wire, adding in smaller beads in between. So you get this really textured look. But of course you could also wrap the beads directly onto the memory wire, and that would be really effective and sparkly too. So these are some ideas for making your own wire wrapped bracelet using new flat memory wire from Beadalon.